channel. It's my first time trying this, but my name's Brandon. Call me B-Mud, Brandini, whatever. My homies call me all different types of names. Don't know what this will be called, to be honest, for the channel, but this is my Yamaha MT07. I got 69 miles on it. I got it like last weekend. 72. So I've had it for about a week. I've ridden it here and there. We can go for a little ride on Hidden Valley. I live in Norco. And I'll see what this car does, and we'll back out and cruise you around. I guess we're not going. And the instruction come in, of course. But yeah, it was my first bike. I never had a bike before, and I always thought having a bike was cool. I watch a couple of YouTube channels. Sorry if my audio sounds like shit. I feel like this fucking fur ball that's on the mic is like in my fucking mouth. I'm choking on it right now. What the hell? But yeah, I did the MSF course about a month ago now, I think, during Memorial Day, and that shit was fun as hell. Watching my boy Ghost in Vegas, that guy fucking cracked me up, and he low-key kind of made me want to do it. Him and Baker X Derek, all the way out, and another California native, all the way out in where the hell's that at? San Bernardino, the dungeon. Yeah, watching their videos and stuff just made me want to get a bike. I've always kind of wanted a bike for a long time, but when I was younger, I always thought I wasn't I guess adult enough or grown enough. My frontal lobe wasn't developed yet to have one, and I'd have been a fucking idiot on it and probably killed myself. So I never got one, but I got one now, and I love this bike. This bike's so much fun. I will say though, when I was doing the MSF course, that shit was fucking sketchy, dog. I haven't rid a fucking bike in I don't know how long, and so I had no fucking balance the first day I did that shit. That shit was fucking mad sketch. And then duck walking, holy fuck, the duck walking killed my fucking legs. I was so fucking sore. Cause you just do that shit for like the first 2 fucking hours, so you get a feel for the bike and the balance of it. That shit was miserable. But it was fun. I did it with my coworker, and he's ridden for a long time, but he's like, I don't have a license. He just rides like quads and dirt bikes and stuff like that. But his brother had an adventure bike that he wanted to start riding around, so it was cool. They yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I thought I might as well fucking vlog this. Who knows? Maybe I make fucking $5 or something throughout the year. Pay for fucking half a tank of gas or something. I thought it'd be fun just to, you know, talk, shoot the shit. Maybe I'm interesting enough to listen to. Who knows? I don't think I got anything worth saying, to be honest. I just say some bullshit all the time. I talk in fucking code half the time. Fucking brother. But yeah, my homies for a long time said, especially during COVID when we all got laid off, because I used to work for the city. We'll actually go by where I used to work in a little bit. They'd always tell me to stream and stuff back then. Well, and I don't really fucking care to be honest. Maybe that'll change, but when I do play games, I just want to fucking vibe and have a good time. If I did become a fucking streamer or something at some point, I'd probably just be a fucking React streamer. I'd be a React Andy, to be honest. There's no way I could just solo play one fucking game for forever. I'd lose my fucking mind. I go through like, I don't know if you guys do the same shit, but I go through like spurts where like, I'm mad addicted to fucking, I don't know, old school RuneScape or World of Warcraft or fucking League of Legends or some bullshit for like, maybe 3 months at a time, and I'll fucking load up hours too between hanging out with my fiance and working 40 hours a week. I'll manage to put up fucking 80 hours in that video game too. I just won't sleep. I'll just only fucking play fucking that game when I got any free time. But But man, I get fucking burnt out. I think that's probably why. I just play so much I get fucking burnt out. The only game I've been playing lately is like fucking TFT, because I can sit there and watch fucking YouTube videos and fucking play with one hand and have my legs up on the desk, you know? And then other than that, I'll play some, like, the only, like, competitive game I've been playing lately is Rocket League, but oh my god, dude, Rocket League drives me nuts. I've been starting to realize, because I'm 30 years old. I'll be 31 in October, but I've been starting to think that I'm just getting too fucking old for video games nowadays, you know? Even then, watching random ass bullshit shows. Like, I remember last season I watched Love Island with my girl, and we're like laughing at these people. We're like, dude, they're our age. Like, they look like our age. Fuck, I feel like I look younger than them. And maybe it's because they can grow a full fucking beard. I just grow fucking pubes on my fucking chin. But they're like, yeah, I'm like freaking so-and-so, and I'm fucking 22 years old. I'm like, 22 years old? You're like fucking 6'4" and got a full fucking beard, and what the fuck? You look like you got fucking like half your pension done already. What the fuck are you talking about? But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to get old. I feel old. Even at work, I fucking work in IT, and you know, there's like some new kids who come in that are going through school or whatever. Like the one kid, for example, who did the class with me that I work with. He's 20, I think, 19, 20. I'd be talking to him, and he just be calling me an unk. I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't no fucking unk, dog. What the hell? Like, everything you tell me about, I fucking still understand. I feel like I ain't an unk. I don't know. But yeah, honestly, I don't know. I just go on tangents. I don't even remember what the fuck I was talking about to begin with, to be honest. But no, yeah, I haven't really been. The whole reason why I put this camera on, to be honest, well, besides one, for safety, just in case anything ever happened. You know, hopefully nothing ever happens. I'm a pretty defensive driver when I drive a car, and so my plan is to be as defensive, if not more, on a fucking motorcycle, you know, because I ain't got a cage around me. But my initial thing was when I drove through here earlier, and I was like, oh, you know, maybe I'll put my camera on. I've had it for like a couple days. I was like, maybe I'll put the camera on and go around, look at the houses, you know, kind of like what my boy Baker X Derek does. He just goes through the San Bernardino and goes through alleys and looks at shit, you know. Because one thing I will say, when I'm driving in my car, I normally listen to music or have like, you know, fuck it, we'll go this way. I normally have like a YouTube video playing or some shit. You know, I'm just listening to that or music, and I ain't fucking paying attention to fucking anything, to be honest. Like obviously I'm attentive to the road, and I'm like paying attention, you know, I'm checking my mirrors, making sure no dumbass sneaks up behind me or nothing, but or no one pulls out on me. But I wouldn't like drive through this neighborhood and be like, wow, that's a nice house, wow, look at that, wow, look at that. I feel like since I got on the motorcycle and I've just been kind of like cruising on it, I've been like looking at some houses I've passed millions of times. I've never been like, wow, that's a fucking nice ass house. I never realized their backyard was that big, or that's a fucking sick ass shed in the back or something, you know? Just like some bullshit like that. And I feel like that's kind of fun about the bike. I feel like because you're maybe more aware, you're like looking at stuff more, you know, checking driveways where people pull out. I mean, I'm sure once you get more used to it, you don't look at shit as much like that, you know? Because it just becomes more second nature. I'm kind of, you know, I'm new. I've got 76 miles on this thing now. This ain't. And before that, the last time I rode anything that had a fucking motor and 2 wheels on it, I was like 10 years old and I whiskey throttled my fucking uncle's 50 like his pit bike into his fucking fence and destroyed his and his neighbor's fence. So I ain't got too much experience, but man, this shit's like fun. I love this thing. And one of the reasons why I kind of was an excuse to get it was me and my girl are planning on moving to Irvine later this year. And I only work one day in office, but we also have an Irvine office. I normally work out of the Riverside one now, but we have an Irvine office, so I can just go to that office and pretty much wherever we're gonna be in Irvine. I'll probably be within 10-20 minutes. And most apartments also don't allow 3 vehicles. It'd be me, her, and her sister moving in together. So those 2 can have cars since they're gonna need to get to their jobs every day. If I need to ride a bike, fucking, I don't ever think I've been this way. What the fuck? I could just ride my bike, you know, 1 day a week to the office. Ain't that big of a deal. A lot cheaper too. But yeah, I really don't know what else to fucking talk about besides, hey, look at this fucking house. Look at this fucking cul-de-sac I turned down for some reason. I'll do a little loop-de-loo. Let's test out my slow U-turn. That felt terrible, and I felt like I was gonna fucking fall over, but you know what? We live to ride another day, brother. But yeah, I don't know. Anyone who sees this, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be my first video. I'm gonna have like fucking 5 fucking views on it, and they'll probably be fucking bots for all I know, and I ain't no one gonna comment on it. But if you guys do comment, you do see this, let me know who else you guys watch on YouTube. I'd like to check out some more people. I mean, I've seen a fuck ton of people, but like the main ones I enjoy watching so far is Baker, my boy Baker. Also too, because like I've been to San Bernardino a million times, living in Southern California my whole life, so it's funny seeing shit like, I'm like, oh fuck, I know that spot, or oh, I didn't know that was there, that's fucking cool, you know? Kind of cool seeing stuff like that. And then Ghost is just fucking funny. That guy fucking kills me. I don't think I've ever seen someone fucking funnier on YouTube than fucking DJ Ghost. But yeah, then my boy Jixer, bro, I like watching him. He's a fucking maniac on the bike. That motherfucker just wheelies anything and everything. But yeah, Baker and Ghost are 2 I watch the most probably. And let me know what games you guys play too. I'm only fucking Champ 1 in Rocket League. I feel like I get Div 4 Champ 1, like 1170 fucking LP or whatever the fuck they call it in there for the rank points. And and then I just get fucked. I just like can never get past there. I would drop back down to 1100. Fuck, sometimes I drop back down to like fucking Diamond 2, and then I just claw my way up next week and all the way back up to like damn near Champ 2. That fucking pisses me off. And also too, that's what I was talking about earlier, now that I think about it, was when I was talking about how I was I think I'm too old, is all the kids who play that shit, like I'll be arguing with the kid in chat, and just by the way they're responding, I'm like, what am I doing with myself? I'm fucking 30 years old, arguing with this fucking kid who's, especially during summer since they've been on it all fucking day, and I'm over here arguing with him like, dude, fuck you, like he's all what is saving me or whatever on some bullshit. And then it ends up clicking that that I'm like, dude, I'm fucking 30 years old arguing with a kid who's half my fucking age, you know? Like, fucking maybe even younger, dude. I might have fucking underwear as old as that fucking kid, who knows? And then I sit there and think about that, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I even playing this fucking game, you know? But there I go, dumbass again. I get off work the next day, I'm like, let's fucking play Rocket League and get angry. Let's just ruin my night. But, yeah. That's what I'd be doing. Fuck it, I guess. I don't even know where the fuck I'm at right now, to be honest. I never knew these damn roads existed until I decided to fucking go out for a ride today. Like, I know all the cutaway roads, like, to get to, like, certain spots in Orgo, but I've never been... What fucking street am I on? California? I don't even know why I fucking bothered looking. I don't know. I only know how to get places off memory. I don't fucking know streets, so looking and seeing California Street don't do me any fucking good. But yeah, yeah, tell me about what fucking YouTubers you guys watch, what games you guys might play. Shit, what bikes do you guys, how long you guys been riding bikes? And how long y'all been riding for? What bikes do you ride? How'd you guys get started? I got the MT07 because I thought it'd be like the best bike for me personally. I really wanted an MT09, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I was like, man, that's kind of expensive. On top of that too, like, I ain't got that much experience, so I really need a fucking 3-banger that just fucking is torquier than this fucking thing, you know? Like, I know there's rain mode, and they say the rain mode makes it like a MT07, but I don't know. And also too, when I sat on it, just felt kind of bulkier, and I felt like I probably had a higher chance to drop it, so I didn't. But man, I've been hearing that like an exhaust on that fucking thing sounds so money. Actually, you know what I liked the most at first was a XSR 900. That fucking thing's sick. I think that's like the fucking one of the nicest looking bikes ever. But when I went to go sit on it too, because I almost thought about getting the XSR 700, but when I went to go sit on it, I didn't like how far back you felt like you were. Like, it felt like maybe that's what it is, the retro bike, you know, all that shit. But it felt more like a sports bike, and I liked the naked style where like you feel like you're sitting up on it more. Like, I just felt that would be more comfortable long term, because I'm a big body and I got back pains. I also fell down the stairs at a client site like 2 years ago, so that's not something I want to deal with. Alright, we were coming down, and then I made that random turn over there and fucking went through that whole back area earlier, but this is the way it came initially for the house. We can just go back around. We can go by the... Oh, wait, I think I already went by the golf course. What the fuck am I talking about? Fuck it. Round 2, baby. This is where I worked, by the way. This is George Ingalls Equestrian Center. I'll be honest, I hated the job. I thought it was kind of cool though. I learned a lot of shit I never knew about. Like, I was in charge of doing like barrel racing tournaments and stuff on the weekends and prepping for that. So like, I'd have to get my ass here like 3 in the morning and hop in the water truck and water the whole fucking like arenas. And then you'd have to hop on the tractor. What we just call it that wasn't the picker. That was when I worked at the golf course. What the fuck was it called? I don't know, but it rakes the fucking ground. And that shit, man, that shit was like, it was cool, you know. The only problem was the tractor. You have to fucking redline that bitch out the whole time. If you don't, it gets like some fucking warning. I don't fucking know. I never dealt with it. That's why, like, I just worked part-time there like fucking 8 years ago. So that was 8 years ago. Yeah, I would say probably like end of 2018. Then I quit shortly after COVID happened. After I got laid off and went back to work, I was like, no, I need to find something better because this place fucking sucks. But I mean, the people that I worked with were cool. I was also in charge of all the people who had to do like court service. So like a lot of people I ran into, or that were there, you know, were like DUIs and stuff like that. They weren't violent offenders. There was one lady who was a violent offender, but she told me her story. We're not supposed to judge or anything or whatever, but hey, fuck it, I don't blame her, you know. She was violent in that incident regarding her child, which I completely understand. I don't have a kid of my own, but I get Mama Bear wanting to protect their child. But they're cool. I like talking to them. I thought that was probably my favorite part of the job, was just talking to them and listening to everybody's backstory, because I'm one guy who just like enjoys learning about shit. And if you got some crazy stories, fuck, I'm all ears, you know. Fuck, I'll even though I'm supposed to make them like fill up sand for the sandbags, I'll help them just so I sit there and hear their fucking stories, you know. Like, that shit was fun to me. And it's also funny too when they're like, yeah, I'm in here for my 4th DUI. I'm like, god damn, you got 4 of them bitches? Holy. You didn't learn about after the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd? That's crazy. Oh, hey, respect you. You're committed to the game. You're locked the fuck in on them things, but damn, that's wild. I don't even have a single one, but like, I also don't really like to drink to begin with, and if I am gonna drink, I'm one guy that always thinks about worst case scenario. So to me, if I drink and I drive, worst case scenario, I'm fucking getting in an accident and going to jail for vehicular manslaughter because I fucking killed someone. So I'd rather not have that ever be an opportunity than chance it, even if it's like a fucking 1% chance. So yeah, so it was funny to hear their stories. I'm just like, man, fuck it. You know, you guys don't give a fuck, and I respect it, you know. But let this girl go. I don't want to scare her horse. Oh, I guess she's good. Damn, we just went back the same fucking way we came, huh? Holy. Fuck it, I'm learning these roads today. But yeah, but it was alright. Oh, anyway, what I was going back to was, man, dude, doing the fucking tractor. The tractor's a pain in the ass. You didn't redline that bitch. You're trying not to hit the fucking stalls. I mean, you're redlining like first gear, so you're doing like, let's go this way this time. So you're going like 5-6 miles an hour. It's really not that big of a deal. But when you're carrying that big ass thing behind you, raking the ground, you have to have it set so deep, you know. And you have to have it set so deep to rake up the ground, like 3 inches or whatever the fuck, 4 inches, depending on how they want it, because every people who do barrel racing wants it a little differently, you know. And they what's it called? You do that, you know, you do the first rake through, breaks the ground up and shit. And then you'd lift it a little bit and kind of pack it so it has like give 3 inches underneath, but it's a little bit easier, I guess, on the horse's hooves or some shit. I don't know. I don't really like horses, to be honest. I don't even know why I did that job in the first place. But they did it. So I mean, there's a lot of shit. There's like a lot of science and stuff that kind of goes into that for barrel racing, and it's honestly pretty cool. I thought it was cool. I didn't like the job itself and like a lot of the people, you know, in I guess that realm, to be honest. I mean, there were nice people, you know, don't get me wrong, there's nice people and bad people everywhere, but it was very prima donna-y, and I don't really like that, you know. to each their own, you know. Some people might like that, but I don't. So wasn't a great fit for me. But yeah, but I mean, the job was cool. It was cool. Really crazy. There's actually I felt bad for one thing. It really showed me internet culture at that job, to be honest, because there was one guy I worked with there. He was a volunteer, and he was a part of city council and stuff like that, and he a teacher at Norco High, which is the high school I went to, but she's a new teacher. I didn't know who she was. She did she sent some notice to city council. He's telling me about it, and pretty much like, hey, like it was during the whole BLM stuff and everything, and you know, whichever side you're on, you know, that's your side. You know, people have their opinions. I'm pretty neutral when it comes to stuff, you know, unless something seems brazenly bad, then I'm like, hey, that's not how shit should go. But I like to have an open mind, because I feel like if you're closed off, like, then you're just you're doing a disservice to yourself. So when it comes to anything, you know, I try to have an open mind. But anyway, going back to all that stuff, they got a notice, and before he became city council, before he, you know, volunteered there, all that stuff, he was like a sheriff. I think he was like head sheriff for Riverside Department or something. I forget exactly. He was something though, but he was a part of pretty sure it was Riverside for a long ass time. Like he did that his whole life and then retired there, and so he you know, he obviously thinks very highly of the sheriffs and likes it, and he told me that, like, they wanted him to, like, you know, back it, blah 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 blah, all this stuff. And his only reason why he wouldn't back it, you know, it was nothing racial. The only reason he wouldn't back it is because at that time BLM had a thing called defund the police. That was the only thing he was against. He sent a letter, I saw the letter, and he's like, hey, I agree with you on a lot of things about backing this, all this stuff, but the one thing I don't, as a, like, you know, a retired sheriff or whatever, or deputy, whatever the hell he was, I don't agree with this point, so I can't fully back this, because I don't agree with being, with defunding the police, as a retired officer myself, which is totally understandable, you know. And at least to me it is. I feel like that's understandable, you know. And turned to a whole thing. Like, I think she, like, ended up posting on Twitter or something, saying, like, you know, Norco's racist, all this stuff. Which, I mean, you know, I've lived in Norco my whole life. I've seen my fair share of stuff either way. So that's one thing. But to, like, you know, blatantly say all the city council's racist because one guy who put 30 years in fucking that was Norco High, by the way. I'm a fucking idiot. We can go around the backside. Because one guy who's staunchly with the police force is, you know, spent most of his life there, was a part of it, and, you know, doesn't believe in defunding them, you know. Like, he believes, obviously, like, in, like, getting them more training, all this other stuff, you know. But he believes in the police force. To turn around and just, like, use that as an excuse to, like, you know, say everybody's racist is kind of crazy to me, honestly. And I felt bad because he was trending on Twitter at one point, back when I used to use Twitter, and they essentially doxed his ass. They doxed him, and I remember working with him for like a week or two, and he's trying to do stuff on the tractor, and just constantly just phone call. And I was like, what the fuck? He's like, I don't know any of these people. People are calling out of the country. I hear fucking music. Oh, that's why. It's the fucking O. They must be doing like fucking summer training or something. It's pretty cool. Huh. I was tripping. It sounded like it's coming from my fucking backpack. I was like, what the fuck? Where is this music coming? I was looking at my phone. What the fuck's going on? And there's fucking 9 million people on the fucking field. Anyway, yeah, so he's just getting fucking blown up, and I was like, man, dude, that fucking sucks. Like, he can't just have like a 1 minute race. He said he was just getting called 24 hours a day. Like, he would just turn his phone off, and obviously he needs his phone too. He's an older gentleman. He needs it, you know, for family. Anything happens, blah blah blah, this stuff, and then obviously work too. You know, he doesn't give out his number to everybody, but you know, he has his hands like everywhere. You know, helping with stuff. He's like in a ton of big things in regards to Norco. For like the community and everything else, so he needs to be available for like all types of stuff, always doing events, trying to help people out. Like, he was a good dude. He was a good dude. He was a hard ass, you know, but he was a good dude, and I felt for him. I was like, man, that sucks. Like, he probably don't fucking know what the fucking internet really is, you know, Twitter, all that bull. Like, he's probably like aware that it's a thing, but he don't really know what it is. And he's over here getting fucking doxxed, and I feel like that was the first time I saw myself like cancel culture and all that stuff, and was like, man, this shit's fucking crazy, you know, when you're one dealing with it. Like, I've always heard about it online, you know, cancel this person, cancel that, you know, everybody wants to cancel shit. But I was like, god damn, that's crazy. So yeah, anywho, that's pretty much what it is. I'll be honest, I could probably sit here and just fucking talk for fucking hours about bullshit. And a goddamn thing fucking actually worth a damn, you know, but that's what I do. That's why I told my fiance she can just tell me shut up whenever she wants, because she knows I ain't going to. Unless I get told. But yeah. Where all you guys from though? You know, throw that shit in the comments. Even the bots, tell me what fucking, are you Chat GPT? Are you Gemini? Are you, what the fuck are you? What type, how were you created? Were you some random Python script or some shit? You even let the bots get in there, fuck it. They ain't fucking going away anytime soon, it seems like, so anyone and everyone's welcome. Damn, that fucking garage is sick. What in Sam heck? God damn. But yeah. Oh, you know what, actually I got a question for you guys. Maybe someone in the comments can say. I heard having the first oil check and all that bullshit is good for you know, for warranty and all that shit eventually, you know. And you know, just to have it on record that, hey, the first oil check was done here, or whatever, you know, wherever it was done professionally, let's say, not just fucking garage done. But I've been seeing the prices on the oil checks, and that just seems like some fucking bullshit, to be honest. You know, like, I get it, maybe, like, they, probably is good, you know, get your first oil change done, but I don't know, I don't even remember the last time I told you I paid for an oil change for my fucking own car. So, what, I feel like you would think they wouldn't want to send you on a death track, because apparently they just do it's a glorified oil change, and they just retighten everything. But you know, maybe that is a thing. I don't know jack shit about fucking bikes, so who am I to talk? But I would think they would tighten everything down out of when they do like for the whole fucking freight charge and assembly and whatever bullshit they fucking charge you with at the dealership, that you shouldn't need to go get an oil change and have them retighten everything. But maybe because it's all new, it kind of works itself out. I don't fucking know. Maybe you guys can shed some light on that. It's the internet. Whenever I look at the internet, you know, I gotta take everything with a fucking grain of salt, because one person says this, other person says the exact opposite, one person says in the middle, one person has 900 years experience, other person fucking apparently invented it, you know. So I feel like everything needs to be taken with a grain of salt for sure. You know, fuck, I think I'm gonna get myself a fucking breakfast burrito. That sounds good right now. But yeah, so I don't know what you guys think about that shit, because it kind of seems a little stupid if you ask me. Yeah, I'll probably call it here, guys, to be honest, because I'm gonna go eat some food. I'm like down the street from my house. I gotta fucking figure out fucking DaVinci Resolve or whatever the fuck application you can do videos with. I'll keep it a buck. I'm probably just gonna post this bitch straight raw. I don't give a shit. I know what the fuck am I gonna cut out, you know? But yep, that's how we do. Where the fuck am I gonna park this bitch? I guess I'll park it over here. Fuck it. I won't park it on this little hill. Is there anything over here? Okay, I guess we're going right here. Fuck it. I guess they're both the same fucking shit. Alright, boys, girls, bots, whatever the fuck. You all have a good day. Night night.